Hello and welcome to our video. My name is Shaitan, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make a lot of money online. No, actually I'll only be showing you how to use the theme element in your JD Builder website. A very boring topic instead. Alright, let's get to it. So assuming you already have JD Builder installed and everything, let's go ahead and add the theme element in there. And by default, this is what you get, a single team member. This is for managing a single team member. You can put up their image, you can put their title, description about the person, and their social media profiles. Let's look at the basic settings. So I can change this to something else. Let me put a different name here. All right. And in designation, we'll say be host. Okay, and let's try putting a better image here. So we'll say working female, and we want to have a portrait photo. So let's see, what can we use? I don't think we can use any of these. Let's keep looking. I'm sure we'll be able to use something, because all of these images are actually square, so they're not going to look that good. If we had a let's just search for female portrait and see if that comes up with something better. Okay, maybe we can use this. Alright, so Brittany, and then Airbnb in Jersey City, New Jersey. Okay, and then we can obviously we have the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and there's a default social icon. Or if you, let's say, maybe we can we want to add the Airbnb link for Brittany's profile, we can do that. And maybe we want to add a YouTube channel, so we could do that too. YouTube, and there you go. And I'll just name this YouTube, and this would be Airbnb or Airbnb. Okay, that works. And that's how you configure an item. Now once that is done, you can obviously hold and reorder them, so that's pretty standard inside the builder. Let's keep Airbnb in the center because it doesn't really have a background or whatever. So there's that, and then you have the settings for the image styling, how you want the image to look like. So there's a width of the image. You can control how you want. Let's just settle it to 150, and if you want to make it rounded edges, give it like 5 pixels of border radius, so that really gives it that rounded edges, maybe more like 3 pixels. All right, you can add a border, you can have a shadow, so like this one looks really good. So you can see we have some shadow. It's barely visible, because, and that's the idea of the shadow, to make sure it doesn't stand out that much. So there's that. You can style the name, how you want the name, what color you want the name. So just try to give it the red color, the red Airbnb color if we can. Let's just look up Airbnb logo color, and I think it's more pink than red. So this is the color, Airbnb color. So let's do that. All right, that looks really nice. And then obviously you have the typography. You can select a much more different font type if you want. So something like this can work, and maybe you want to increase the font size a little bit, you could do that. All right, and alignment and all these settings that you have, so this is default typography that you have available throughout the builder. You can do the same for designation as well. I for one want to keep it this way, which looks really good. And then you obviously have the bio. You can style the bio as well. So there's a spacing, how much space you want between the title and the bio. And then if you want to have a different color, if you want to have a different typography. So I think this is looking fine. We'll keep it this, maybe a lighter, just a little lighter text, not a lot, so it matches the host. But okay, yeah, that's good. And then you have the social link styling, how you want the social links to look like. So you can keep them above bio or before bio, and then you can align them, to either side, and then you can obviously add padding between them as well. And then there's brand colors. So the brand colors works in a manner. So Facebook, Twitter, and all these, we know the brand colors. That's why they're brand colors. But if you select a custom color, then what it's going to do is it's going to have the same color for all icons, which may be useful in some cases. But in this case, we're going to default it to brand color, so that looks better. And that's for mouse over as well. So if you, let's look at inverted colors first. So inverted colors, what it does is instead of applying a background, it actually changes the color of the icon to the brand color. And when you mouse over, you see the full icon. So for Airbnb, the brand color is not in this, and that's why it's a default pink, which is for these links and everything else as well. But for everything else, we have the brand color, and that's why you see these colors. And you could change the hover. If you want to change the mouse over to something else, you could do that. You can increase the size or decrease the size of the icon. So if you want to take it a little smaller or make it a little bigger, you could do that. And space between the icons, 5 pixels. Maybe you want to tighten it up a little. So, 2 pixels of space between all the icons. There's that. And if you want to round them, so just add like 1-2 pixels of border radius, and then they're rounded. And they're rounded enough. So there's that. You can add shadow, and you can add an animation on mouse over as well. So when I click, the icon will actually grow in size. I think I'll have to put the space back to 5 pixels. Now it'll grow in size and look much better. Now this, obviously the team element is available on single, this lets you create a single team member, but for multiple, it's really simple. Let's try to do 2 instead. So we'll go ahead and duplicate this element real quick and then move it here. Let me see what just went wrong. I'll move this one here. There you go. Okay. And now we have 2 of them. All right. If we want to have 3 of them, you could, you want to have 3 of them, we could have this layout. We could duplicate one of these and then hold it and then move it here. And then we have 3 of them. So this can be really useful when you're trying to create a page which lets your team members or any kind of people within your organization, within the website that wants to list. And this can be a different person, This can be, let's say, male portrait. So let's see what we come up with. And then there's this guy. We could use him, and then we can say steering guy and not a host. So I mean this and again, you don't have to keep the same colors. Since it's a different element, you get to choose what you want it to look like. So maybe you want to just put it to red and then change the font to the default font, or maybe pick a separate font style. Maybe something like this, or something along the lines. Yeah, Google Fonts has a couple of good styles, so maybe something like this. Yeah, so that's how you make the best use of the team element, and I think this can be really useful when it comes to listing people on your website. Thanks for watching.